Time to clean up this disaster of a room.
My awesome organizational aids.
Just a quick sweeping, that wasn't the moving furniture or anything yet.
This is strangely mesmerizing to watch. Please continue watching for more exciting adventures in the battle of the dust bunnies. Hi, welcome to my channel, My New Me, where you get to watch as I try to make sense out of the chaos that has become my life and my home. How lucky are you? And now we are wiping down the stove. Because it has all that heat-resistant stuff on it, I only use plain water on a rag to wipe it off, just to be on the safe side.
Might want to turn it off before I climb up there. Water.
However, from here on out, I will be using water, my lovely new word for water with a little bit of vinegar in it. And I'm wiping down every part of the fan that I can reach. Then I'll do the same to the desk, after the hired muscle, aka my son, moved it for me. He does have his uses sometimes.
Yeah, and not just clean. Look at it. Just clean all the cat hair off of that. Only for you garbage bag. Okay, down. Go.
Did you see the smug look on her face? She does that on purpose. I know she does. In the refrigerator video, I had explained that bending is difficult for me, so my son will be cleaning the leg space, and he will clean actually the bottom of everything in the room for me. I really need to make myself more aware of where the camera is pointing, don't I?
And she's trying to figure out if she can jump onto the desk. I just cleaned that. You were not jumping up on there. It's like they know. The minute something's clean, they're like, oh, that must mean I should go dirty it.
So my initial plan had been to go around and dust all of the furniture, then clean the walls, since I seem to be more of a task-oriented person instead of a area-oriented. However, my son informed me that he had to be to work in 2 hours, so before he left, I needed to complete the jobs that required his assistance. One thing, pulling the desk out, pushing it back, pulling those shelves out and pushing it back. So I had to make sure he was here so I could put him to work. So what am I using, you ask? I'll tell you, I say. It's just my Swiffer, and I have an old washcloth which I'm dipping in Clorox water and wringing out. These walls are just dingy. They're dirty. Every time I look up from what I'm doing, all I see are streaks on the walls and smudges and, just blah. So I needed them to be clean. I know this probably should have been part of the needs. This is more of a deep clean than a make it livable clean. But let's be honest, I spend 99% of my time alone in this room. And this video, or this channel, isn't just about getting my house clean. It's also about making myself feel better and reteaching myself how to enjoy life. And as odd as it sounds, clean walls helped.
Why don't you sit on this and hold it here out of my way, okay? Yeah, sit there and hold it. Okay, good girl.
Well, that didn't last long. So some of these walls were washed twice, even 3 times, especially on either side of those windows and on the bottom here, because I have those windows open almost all summer long, and behind the stove. But I spared you that repetition.
Put that chair right in your way. How rude. No. Yeah.
She is just a little monster. These walls were actually more difficult than I thought they would be. There's so many bumps and lumps and dips, and it was a pain.
Come for a walk with me. Do you see the difference there? The way I want it to be, the way it usually is. Look at that difference.
A pain, but so very, very worth it. I'll be fetching the hired muscle again to move those shelves for me. I'm on a time crunch here. For some reason, the boy seems to think that going to work is more important than being at my beck and call. How dare he?
Whoa. Oops. Trying to wreck the whole joint. Did I do a good job? What do you think? You're seeing the mark I missed, aren't you? Just checking it all out. Yes, I missed that spot. I missed that spot too. My supervisor inspecting my work. Apparently my skills are subpar. Well, I didn't do the floor yet. I know, I didn't do it yet. I didn't dust that yet, no.
Yes, I entertain myself however I can. And more sweeping, then back to the dusting.
Is it really better? It's like the living room threw up all over itself. I feel like I've been working my tail off, and this is the results.
These window frames are just those plastic white frames. So I took the Clorox and water, the rag, and washed them down. I did wash down all of the windows, but when I get too far in front of them, it makes it really, really dark. So just take my word for it. I washed them. It just didn't show it.
You get to watch your cat take a bath. About time you did some work. Yes, I'm talking to you. It's about time you did some work.
Now I'm done with the Clorox. This is a tub full of water, which is my lovely fun phrase for water with some vinegar in it. And I am washing all sides of every stand that I can lift. As I explained in the refrigerator video, bending hurts, so I am bringing them up to my level rather than stooping to their level. I know you shouldn't wash wood with vinegar, but I have no polish, and it's been so long since this stuff has been done like this. My goal is really just to de-stink the house and make sure it's all de-stinked, de-stonked, and de-germed, de-stinked. Make sure it's clean and smells good.
So, do you see the dust? Do you see all the massive amounts of dust on here? Can you see it? Clean me. See it on my finger? And where I say, no.
Kind of a funny story about when my son was moving the shelves. That little black thing there is the internet router. So I told him, be careful you don't knock the internet thing over. He said, okay, I won't. And he didn't. And very first thing I did next, knocked the internet thing over. He looked at me and he's like, how'd I do not knocking that over? I said, oops. He just shook his head and walked away. Mom's never stopped nagging, but maybe the naggee should change over time. Yeah, maybe not.
Huh. Imagine that.
So before our resident ghost decided to pay a visit, I was labeling the baking soda container, the shaker thing. Yeah, word to the not so wise. My son tried to use it on his spaghetti, and I caught him just in the nick of time. So, when you upcycle and reuse containers, let's label them, shall we? Good idea. And I am going to be pulling out all the furniture, sweeping behind everything again, mopping behind it really good. I'm using water again, and then pushing everything back where it belongs. As I put the furniture back where it belongs, I am going to put the things on and in it that belong on and in it that I've moved throughout this whole cleaning process. In other words, slowly and tediously putting the room back together again.
Anyone else get a weird sense of satisfaction when you see? I'm gonna end up spilling that all over. But do you see how dirty that water is? That's all the dirt. And it's just like this really weird sense of satisfaction that comes from seeing how much dirt you picked up off of your home and are flushing down the drain.
I really do get a bit of a thrill out of that for some reason. I know it's sad. I'm doing a little more thorough job of sweeping this time, getting the broom really good along the top of the baseboards, trying to get it up in the crack between the floor and the baseboards, just trying to eradicate every teeny tiny little dust bunny I can find. I'm going to eliminate that species from this home. If only I could keep them out.
You see all of that. You guys watched me sweep up like 4 different times, didn't you? So you can just get a good look at the dirt and dust bunnies that I swept up again. In comparison to my foot, they're bigger than my foot. Oh look, I just swept them up there. Look at that little thing. Look at that little creature trying to get away. Unbelievable.
And the last bit of mopping. I really wish the floor would stay this shiny, but it's a very old floor, and that just doesn't happen. So now I am cleaning the craft table. I've been putting this off and putting this off because there's glitter all over it, there's glue and paint on it, there's little pieces that need to be put away, but I'm finally making myself do it, wash everything, and put everything back. And that'll stay neat like that for probably a whole 4 hours.
Just because I have some weird fixation with dirty water. Let me show you this dirty water. That water?
Do you remember this basket from part 1? This basket holds everything that belongs in other rooms of the house. So,
Ta-da, it's empty.
that deserves a yay. And when I took my little organization thing down to clean the wall, I knocked the nail out.
That part is done. Go with me. Put it away when you're done with it. Do you see this? Where's my... There. Do you see that? You saw everything I did yesterday.
So this is now the next day, late afternoon actually. I had canceled my shopping trip because basically doing the living room kicked my butt. I just couldn't do it. But then it was a nice, bright, sunny, breezy day, so I decided to wash the furniture covers and a couple of throws. And decided to make the furniture up because it just looks so much better with it. My furniture is so old and so ugly, and this makes it look a lot nicer.
Are you ready for the big reveal? Ta-da! Lots of light glare. The clean room. No clumps of cat fur, no dust bunnies. The couch is clean, the walls are white. No tissues. No socks. Ta-da! I'm happy with it. Are you happy with it? I'm happy with it. Can you believe the difference in that room? I can't believe the difference in that room. I don't know, it just seemed bigger and better even than the kitchen. But that means step 2 is done. Yay. That's just really, really exciting. So let's go to our list.
Seeing this huge 2-page list, have item after item checked off, is just very satisfying. I feel so accomplished now. I want to give a huge shout out to my son for suggesting that I make this a 2-part video. I was struggling. I was struggling with technical issues. I was struggling with what to take out because I was proud of everything that I did. And I didn't want to cancel anything. And even the silliness made me happy, gave me a little smile. And this channel is not just about cleaning the house, as I've said before, but it's about improving everything in my life. My attitude, my emotions, my ability to cope, everything. So thank you very, very much for watching. If you did not see part 1 yet, you should take a gander at it. You'll be amazed at the difference. And if you followed this, if you did see part 1, you followed this all the way through to the end of part 2, thank you. I do appreciate it. Look at those things being moved to the need list because I was stupid and thought I was Superwoman. And everything else being checked off. Kind of wondering if I should number these. Would it be better at the end to be like, okay, I did 47 things, I did 72 things, Or is just a little dash in front of it enough? Something to think about. Give me your opinion. Would you like to see them numbered to know how many I actually did and how many jobs I moved to be done later? Or is just the check marks enough? Well, once again, thank you very much for watching. I would love it if you were to like, comment, subscribe. Every time I get anything on here, I text my son, and I think I'm kind of driving him nuts, which is always fun. All right, thanks again for watching. Take care and toodles.